Hello everyone, you're watching EnglioCity and this is me Abdul Sabur, your English language instructor. Well, what we are going to study for today, it's going to be very interesting and it's going to be very helpful for you people. Well, guess what? We are going to talk about the phrasal verbs. What are phrasal verbs? Well, before knowing what are phrasal verbs, let me give you a short information about it, right? Because people of here, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and all these Asian countries mostly are unaware about the phrasal verbs, right? They do use the common phrasal verbs such as turn on, turn off, get in, get out, right? So these are all the phrasal verbs, right? Now phrasal verbs are used a lot by the native speaker, right? And phrasal verbs actually helps us in our language, right? It makes our language more stylish, it makes our language more impressive, right? And phrasal verbs are normally giving the opposite meaning. Sometimes it gives the opposite meaning of a word, right? Now let's look at the structure of phrasal verb. That a phrasal verb is made up of a verb plus preposition. Mostly there is a preposition with a verb, right? But sometimes you also have adverb or other parts of speech with that, right? So let's go with the very first phrasal verb, which is one of my favorite, and that is hop in. Hop in, I mostly use it while I teach the classes, right? Mostly students might not know it because most of my students are watching my videos right now, right? So hop in means to get in. For example, if someone is knocking the door and taking permission to get into the class, I tell him that hop in. Hop in means to get in. Or for example, your friend is driving a car and he sees you on the way. He watches you on the way that you're walking down the street. He stops the car and he opens the door and he tells you hop in. Hop in means to get in or to enter, right? The next one is catch up. What does catch up mean? Catch up means to meet someone after a long time or to talk to someone after a long time. So, for example, one of my friends had visited my city after 10 years. I texted him and I told him, let's catch up for tomorrow. The next one is hang out. Hang out is a little common, but that's a very nice phrasal verb, right? Hang out means to go out. For example, on Sundays, I usually text my friend to hang out. For example, when you're sitting in home and you get bored, you text your friend, let's hang out, I mean let's go out. The next interesting phrasal verb is stand out. Stand out mean noticeable, stand out mean impressive. For example, if there is an event and you had the great performance, right, you can share your story with your friend that I had a stand out performance. Stand out performance mean in that event there were multiple events. There were lots of events, but there were lots of performances, but your performance was stand out. So stand out means when something is great. Stand out means when something is noticeable, right? The next word is to figure out. Now what is figure out? Figure out is also a phrasal verb that's also mostly used by the native speakers. Mostly I have heard it in English movies. I've never heard a student of mine using this word, figure out. So figure out means to find out something. Figure out means to dig out something, to find something. For example, you say that I'm in a problem and I was thinking the whole night and finally I figure out a solution. I figure out a solution mean I found out a solution for the problem, right? The next phrasal verb in that is mess up. Mess up. Mess up is when you create a disaster, when you experience a disaster, you mess everything off. For example, you say that I had juice in my hand and I was just walking and suddenly I slipped and the juice got all over the floor, right? So you say, what a mess, or you say, I messed up everything, right? Okay, next one is call it off. Call it off. Call it off is when you cancel something or when you finish something, right? For example, the movie starts at 2 o'clock and it winds up at 4 o'clock, right? So right at 4 o'clock, they call off the movie. They call off the movie mean they finish the movie or they cancel the movie. Usually I tell my students when it's the last 1 minute for the class. So the way I say goodbye to my students is like, let's call the class off, mean let's finish the class. Alright, so here is the last one, and that is go for. Go for, it means when you try something. For example, I went to the market with my friend. He was trying to buy himself a button-down shirt, right? And he was confused because he liked two colors, the black color and the red color, right? So I told my friend to go for the black color. Why? Because black color suits on everyone, right? So I told my friend to go for. Go for mean to try something or to select something, right? Or go for also means to attack or to do something, right? For example, I saw two of my friends were fighting, and I told one of my friend to go for his face, mean to punch on his face, right? Well, that was just an example. Though I hate fighting, I always tell my friends to spread the message of love and ignore the hatred. And it's better to spread love among the people, not the hatred. Well, let's call it off. Right, call it off. Mean let's say goodbye or let's finish this video here, because I have taught you all the phrasal verbs. These are the advanced and interesting phrasal verbs for all you people. If you know about any other phrasal verbs, do let me know in the comment section below. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Take good care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.